My ex-wife and I finalized our divorce last June. She's giving birth in a few weeks with the guy she was cheating on me with. If it was anyone else I wouldn't care as much, but since it's this guy, it hurts. 15. My divorce finalizes on May 1st. My wife just had her baby of the guy she cheated on me with in early February. It definitely hurts. She called me a few days ago asking for my Netflix password, so that made me feel a bit better somehow when I said no. Edited 10 months ago. Edited 10 months ago. She cashed out her 401k, her life savings and a second mortgage to send to him. She's 67.
Just found out the other week through the grapevine that 2 of my exes are now together. My friends were coming to me like, "Hey, didn't you used to date both of them? How did that happen? Wonder if they bonded over a mutual dislike of you. It would be crazy if you weren't gay, but 2 of your heterosexual former lovers decided to get together." My gran has a brother who I've never heard of nor met, who lives in London. They lost all contact over 30 years ago after my granddad died, and he spent the money my gran sent him for transport up to Scotland for the funeral on drugs.
I'm a teacher, and apparently I don't pay attention to shit. This was a quality read. And also something I'd do. Oh my god. I'm cringing for you. I'm a teacher too, and I can see myself doing this.
My 2 friends just found out they have the same sugar daddy. They had both been under the impression that they were exclusive with him. Man, to be rich enough to sugar daddy for 2 girls at once. Truly the American dream.
My coworker makes $10 an hour, works part-time and pays for her life's still married, boyfriend's rent and child support cause he's broke. She just found his bank receipt showing $17,000 in his checking account. Was this at least a wake-up call for her?
An ex-friend of mine from high school is now in the middle of the second divorce. Apparently it's because she cheated on her second husband with her now current boyfriend. This is the second time she's cheated on her husband, and I'm curious if she'll marry the current boyfriend and then cheat on him. I hope she cheats on him with her first husband and then marries him again and then cheats on him with number 2, and then her and all the guys realize that the 4 of them belong together.
Edited 10 months ago. After all this, we tried to hang out with him and our other friends at our house to get his mind off the entire situation, and he invited her over. Did not ask us if it was okay or even mention it. She just showed up, knowing damn well everyone at our house does not want her there. He told us that if he is okay with hanging out with her, then we should also be okay with hanging out with her. Honestly, I've been stuck on this thread all day, and this is clearly the best one.
My hairdresser is leaving her husband and 5 kids to marry an Italian basketball player. Is this the Italian version, the Nigerian prince scam? My buddy got so drunk at a party, he whipped his dick out in the living room. It's those morning where I hear the 8 words I dread most. Do you remember what you did last night?
My friend just dropped out of university to become an escort. He's happier, apparently. Cousin's wife finally caught his cheating ass. 3 years he's been playing her for a fool, but she actually knew. She just loves him too much.
My ex, after 1 week of being single, started dating this SoundCloud rapper. Now she's pregnant with twins. We're still in our teens. Do his songs slap though? Last and final edit as of July 21, 2019. Our pastor was having an affair with his cousin's wife. One day while giving a sermon, the cousin storms into church, tackles the pastor and starts to throw haymakers at him. The cousin's wife is trying to pull her husband off the pastor. The pastor's wife quickly figured out what was happening, ran up and clocked the wife from behind, knocking her out. People are trying to separate everyone. Total chaos. I gotta start back going to church. Apparently I'm missing all the good stuff. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. That my brother asked my mom for a $1,000 for rent, she gave him $1,400 so he could also pay back a loan. Then he turned around and also asked my dad for $1,000 for rent, which he also gave him. He then turned around and used the money to buy tickets to Burning Man.
My cousin has been together with his wife for 14 years and has had a girlfriend for just as long. Neither of them knew about the other. He got caught because of an image on Facebook. His wife's sister posted a family picture which my cousin was in and got recognized by his girlfriend's sister's acquaintance. I'm always amazed when I hear stories like this. Like, how TF do you have time to lead two lives and not have them mix? I barely have enough time to see my BF, no idea how I could take on another relationship. And how do you respond when they want to meet your friends and family?
Manager is having threesomes with two servers. What would you do if you were a restaurant manager? Sometimes I SSH into two servers at once.
A girl I worked with accused me of getting extremely drunk while babysitting her child and told the entire building of people I work with. For starters, I don't drink. She compulsively lies and everyone knows her for that, but I still can't believe it. Oh, and she paid me $10 for watching said kid and then stole it back and blamed it on one of my house guests. Wild. Just found out that my brother, who divorced his ex-wife a year ago, got married to a new woman in secret. I mean secret as in that he hasn't told his own kids about it, 10 and 12 years old. Does your mother know why he would want to keep his marriage a secret? One of my workmates found another guy we work with on Tinder, but he's married with a 3-year-old at home, and his bio and photos said nothing about any of that. Are there Tinder profiles that do mention they're married with kids? My sister is pregnant with her third child, third guy. The first father, V, is awesome. He has custody of both their child and her second, no biological relationship to him. The second baby daddy has apparently been threatening my sister and V after learning of the third child and that V took her in. V and my sister still have a functional platonic relationship at this point, and due to fear of reproach from the second and maybe the third, V has taken both kids, my pregnant sister, and his own with him out of state to make sure there's no reproach from 2 or 3. This world has too many 2s and 3s and not enough Vs.
My dad is having an affair. Just found out 30 minutes ago. Mum is devastated although I had my suspicions. They've been married for 46 years. Dad is 73. Shit. I went through a similar experience. My parents were married 40+ years. Divorced. He married a woman who is almost 20 years younger than me. My dad finally spilled the beans last Christmas when he finally admitted they had been married 10 years. I'm 54. My mum survived but it was tough. I can't say much more BC details. I'm so sorry. It will get better, although it still hurts. Edited 10 months ago. I have a cat that hated an ex-boyfriend. She would fling herself on the ground and cry out like he had pushed her. I watched her do this as he walked by 10 feet away. He would claim innocence and I wasn't sure how to take it until I saw her do it to him. So funny, but I took it as a sign that the cat didn't like him. So, maybe if you make an IG blog about them, you'll get rich and famous.
Edited 10 months ago.
That my uncle left my auntie for the phone sex line worker he was calling for the last 3 years. This is the saddest story, for some reason. It's just fucking existentially sad. Commenting from my other account. Fuck. What's going to happen to them?
I was told that my great-grandfather kept the family farm in business by blatant and repeated acts of insurance fraud. My grandfather and his family, friends robbed an armory decades ago. Kept the guns on the family farm until we cleared out the barn a few years back and found well over 70 different firearms in the rafters and walls.
Edited 10 months ago. Nancy Drew and the Oh No Our Parents Are Fucking.
Edited 10 months ago. It would be a shame if all of her coworkers suddenly had kids and couldn't cover for her anymore. Please update when you all bust her for her lies. The unmitigated gall here is impressive.
Not recently, but the biggest is that my aunt got arrested a while back for embezzlement. She didn't do any jail time, I don't think, just has to pay it back.